Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto, or welcome to the channel if you're new for the first time. And in this video, we'll talk about Cardano. It was requested yesterday in the stream. I did not get to analyzing it, so that's why we're covering it right now. So for whoever requested it during the stream, this is for you. But I know quite a lot of you are also interested in Cardano. So wanted to do a full analysis right here on the fundamentals briefly, or at least general fundamentals for the crypto market. I have already incorporated into my bias and what I expect in general. And for Cardano specifically, to be honest, and obviously there's always something going on Cardano, but there's no major developments that we need to talk about. I mean, DEX trading volumes have increased slightly, but they're still minimal. And if you compare them year to date, they're also not significant. And then the TVL, the total value locked on Cardano, has increased a bit, obviously, over the course of April, but that's just fully in line with the price action of Cardano, all right? And a lot of that TVL is obviously in ADA. So if the price of ADA finds a bottom right here, like we have done right here, and then is able to slowly recover, like we also have been able to do, by forming a balance right here, and then eventually breaking above that, getting into this balance, which is honestly right now what the structure is like, then the TVL is also going to go up. So fundamentally, not much to talk about. Technically though, and I know this chart looks incredibly messy, so my apologies for that, but technically Cardano is quite interesting because, like I said, we formed a strong bottom right here, I think market-wide, at the beginning of April. Then Cardano stayed down here for some more time, so this is between 69 and 60 cents, and ultimately, I mean, Cardano just did not really have that much momentum, neither in leverage momentum, so the open interest, as you can see, stayed relatively flat until we managed to get the reclaim here above 69 cents, but the volume, as you can see, was also relatively low, which in general is just something that Cardano struggles with. I mean, Cardano doesn't really have a major narrative, at least not at this point of time, that pushes the price up, or that pushes the volume and trading activity. But we were able, with the strength of last week, we were able to break above this level right here at 68, 69 cents. We did do that with some decent volume and open interest, so that's good. We spiked into the major liquidity zone right here we have at 74, 73 cents. That's also the main resistance level right now. And since then, we've been finding balance right here. So purely structurally, this is bullish, right? I mean, we had a balance right here. We dropped down below this level here. We found balance here. It had a major liquidation spike, especially on the higher time frames. We reclaimed into balance higher. So structurally, this is very bullish, very bullish. It's a bullish structure, and that's in combination with my thoughts on the markets, which, if you take a look at Bitcoin, it's stable. It's moving sideways right now, especially since, or at least until since Friday. And I don't necessarily see a major reason short term to break out, but ultimately the most likely breakout is still the breakout to the upside. There still is a bit of wiggle room for altcoin indices. If you take a look at others, for example, which is the total market cap excluding the top 10. Still a little bit of wiggle room to go up higher. So that's also good news for Cardano. So that's why, I think short term it still most likely will stay in this stability between 68 and 73 cents. Maybe we'll get a spike into this imbalance we have at 66 and 65 cents. So don't be too worried if we do that, as long as we reclaim. But I would say something like this is still most likely, and that eventually we will be able to get back into this next resistance zone around 77 cents. And from there, we'll see again. But that's what I think you need to know for now. So if you do have any questions, let me know down in the comments. For now, thank you for watching. Take care and bye.